We, even in Azimio, were betrayed by Junet.
How?
Aye, many ways. And I don't want to talk about, but I'll mention it.
Oh, come on, SJ, you can't say something like that and then just
I
leave
will
it
say
hanging.
it.
Yeah.
He betrayed us in this way. One is that even when we were doing the Azimio demonstrations, he was never part of it. Never part of it. Number two, when we were fighting for the position of majority in parliament, he was never part of it. When we finally delivered the judgment, which was given to us, and I was the only person going to that court. When we finally delivered the judgment of us being declared the majority, he worked with Wetagula to defeat that judgment. Today he sits in as the minority, and he is speaking on behalf of the majority. Can you imagine that level of betrayal? I mean, you know, you may not know it, but as a person practicing politics outside parliament, your voice is that person who is on the floor. And instead of him carrying your voice on a daily basis, he carries the voice of your opponent on a daily basis. There can never be any other worse level of political betrayal than that.
Correct.
And it is terrible. So he has betrayed us on the floor of the House. When we were doing parliamentary committees, one of the major problems, complaints about from members of Parliament of Jubilee is that slots that were meant for them were not given to them but given to other parties. He was the one responsible. After decisions have been arrived at outside of Parliament by Raila, Kalonzo, and I used to sit there, it was him to go and implement in Parliament. And many of those slots that were meant for the members of Jubilee, he never allowed them to occupy.
Were these issues raised with Baba?
Yes.
Or during the...
We raised all these issues.
Okay.
But he had his own way because he was also trusted. You know, in politics, you also trust. The level of trust of Baba on Junet was amazing. And I can go to another area that now, another disaster that we have not been able to address. He is the Secretary General of Azimio. Never have we ever had a meeting of Azimio. If you go to the county assemblies where Azimio has a control, outside perhaps Nyanza and the rest, where Jubilee has a control of the assemblies, we were never able to give guidance to that assembly as to how do they conduct themselves when the governor is a UDA.
Why?
We never functioned as a unit, and it was not in the interest of the person who was supposed to make it happen.